Okay, so is it better to get a reference from someone in your home area or from a random person in another city?
I think that what matters more is the reference writer's ability to speak to your qualifications as a candidate. So if you, maybe your godmother lives in Chicago, but she's known you her whole life, and she can really speak to your qualifications, and you know, she was a member of House ABC, I think it's fine if you're coming out of Atlanta and that reference comes from Chicago. That's okay because she's known you for 18 years and she can speak to your qualifications. Certainly the better a reference writer knows you, the better she can speak to your qualifications. I think that's really, and I'm sorry, did everybody got the question? I didn't repeat it. Okay, so that would be my recommendation.
I think also sometimes our relatives in some other cities don't understand how competitive recruitment is in the SEC particularly. So if you have an aunt or a sister that lives in California or Colorado and you want them to write a reference to Georgia, you need to help them understand this is big. Okay, so the question is, if you have two people who are willing to write a recommendation for you and one went to the school where you're attending and one did not, is it better to have the one who went to the school write your recommendation?
My answer to that would be, it's actually okay if they both write one. There's nothing that says you can only have one reference. Now, having said that, it is not a contest about who gets the most references. Okay, so don't feel like you have to have 20 unless you're going to Texas. If anyone's going to Texas, Austin, let's talk, because they definitely do things a little differently in Texas. But as long as you, I think, again, it goes back to the women in the active women in the organizations on that campus are going to review these letters of reference, and they're going to be looking for them for qualifications for membership. So if you are fortunate enough to have two women that can speak to that on your behalf, I would encourage you to have them both send one.